All right, folks, this should be an excellent video. Putting new tires, new forged wheels on my Tesla Model 3 Performance. Now, I love the comfort. I love the performance of this. The only thing that I want to improve is the range. So I've already done baseline testing with efficiency and 0 to 60 with the stock staggered wheels. I'm putting on an 18-inch set of forged wheels, and this will be a square setup. So, wheels first. Got these from Atomic Wheels. These are the AWZZ wheels, and we're doing another giveaway. And if you already purchased a set of Atomic Wheels, you will be able to get a full refund on your purchase. So stick around to the end of the video to get the details on that. But let's open these up and see what we got here. Again, extremely light. These are only 18 inches compared to 20 inches for the stock wheels. The wheels that the Tesla Model 3 Performance has now are excellent. They're forged wheels, they're staggered, they're great. This really for me is just to squeeze more range out of the vehicle. And you can see here I've gone with a bronze wheel, and the offset is also slightly different. And I've talked about this in the last video here. You can see this beading, the knurling right here. They actually taped this off to make sure it was still exposed. A lot of companies will just paint over this and it doesn't give you the same effect, so the tire doesn't stick as well on it. So I really like that attention to detail. And I was really happy with my last set that I ended up giving away. So here we go. Boom, baby. Take a look at those, especially in the sunlight. A nice bronze wheel. Again, this is a fully forged wheel. It's very easy for me to hold this. Feels like it's less than 20 pounds. It almost certainly is. We will also do a weight comparison between both of these once the tires are on so you can see the weight difference. But that is the rim that we are going to go with. Now the tire that we are going to go with. I ended up going with an all-season tire. Out in Phoenix, I don't need to have a dedicated winter tire because the only time it would be if I was going up to Flagstaff and could potentially get caught up there. But having an all-season tire would be much better than these high-performance summer tires. So here's what we did with that. Tire I went with is from Sailun. The reason I went with Sailun is because they were an affordable tire that did really well in my efficiency testing on my Tesla Model Y. So this is from their E-Range line. You can actually just pick these up on Amazon. I'll have it linked below, as well as these rims I will have linked below with a special discount. Now the discount on these is 15% off till December 3rd. And then after that, it's 10% off, and I'll have my discount code linked below. So that's the tire. That's the wheel. We're going to mate these together, as well as putting on these titanium lug nuts that you can also get on Atomic Wheels website. This is extremely light, so this is going to save even more unsprung weight. When you reduce the unsprung weight in your vehicle, it gives you a little bit more performance. The steering feels lighter in your hands because there's less centrifugal force fighting against you as you're turning, and it lets the suspension work better because it's less stress on it, less rebounding. So putting a forged wheel on your car is an excellent upgrade. I'm curious to see what efficiency does. So I love how these look. I'm really excited to put the Sailun tires on them. And then as far as the quality goes, the finish on this feels incredible. Sometimes on cheaper wheels, you can actually see that the paint used on top wasn't very expensive, but this seems to be perfectly painted all the way through. And I love this bronze finish. Keep in mind, if you want to get pink wheels, if you don't like this design, you want a different specific design, Atomic makes custom wheels. So last time I did a video with them, a few of you guys reached out, sent me pictures of the custom wheels you had ordered from Atomic. And again, you will have a chance to get a refund. Stick around to the end of the video to see how we're doing the giveaway this time. It's very easy and free to enter. So you're really going to like this. And they don't just make wheels for Tesla. They do BMW, any type of car that you have, they can probably accommodate you. So now I'm going to go get these installed at Wheel Specialists in Tempe. We'll do a weigh-in there. We'll do a weigh-in before the big fight. Then I will do my testing again, and we'll have all the results at the end of the video. So I did my 0 to 60 runs. Run 1, I got 3.02 seconds to 60. Run 2, I got 3.02 seconds to 60. And run number 3, I got 3.02 seconds to 60. It's insane how consistent this thing is. And also, once you cross like 30 miles per hour, you feel it like boost even more. It's just amazing how the power pulls, whereas in the old Model 3 Performance, you would feel it start to die off. It was still obviously very quick to 60, but it's remarkable. Tire pressure was at 42 PSI, no real preconditioning or anything like that, but just 3 consistent runs, 3.02 seconds to 60. Now for the efficiency test that I ran at 70 miles per hour, I was in chill mode and I had the air conditioning off. We got an average of 266 watt hours per mile on run 1, 266 watt hours per mile on run 2, and 259 watt hours per mile on run number 3. That averages out to be 263.6 watt hours per mile over the 3 runs. And what that translates to in mileage is 301.6 miles of range if we were to take it from 100% state of charge to 0% state of charge. The usable pack size, to my understanding, is 79.2 kilowatt hours in the Model 3 Performance. And the average energy used was 5.45 kilowatt hours. So now that we have these numbers as a baseline test with the stock Tesla Model 3 Performance wheels, we are going to put on the atomic wheels and the Sailun all-season tires and see how that affects the efficiency and performance of this vehicle. I suspect the 0 to 60 time will stay about the same, if not get slightly worse because it's not as sticky of a tire, but I expect the efficiency to change dramatically because of the width of the rear tires going from a staggered setup to a square setup. I'm pumped to see how this goes. This is also part of the reason I got the Model 3 Performance, not necessarily because of the performance, because I felt if you change the wheels, you essentially turn it into the ultimate all-around vehicle, because you have all-wheel drive, you have great acceleration, and then you extend the range of it, almost closing in on what the long-range model can do while still having a sub 3 second 0 to 60 time. So we're going to head to wheel specialist, we're going to get them mounted and balanced, and then we'll do some more testing. Terms and conditions for the giveaway here. You have to follow Atomic Wheels on Instagram. Then you have to tag a friend in the comments below and then repost this reel. So I will have it up on the screen right now so you can see which one I'm talking about, but it's under the Atomic Wheels account. So follow Atomic Wheels, tag a friend, repost it, and then you will be entered in to get a new set of wheels, or if you've already purchased a set of wheels from Atomic, you will, if you win, you will get your order refunded. So that's it. So I am just supercharging right now, and then I'm going to go do the 0 to 60 runs. I've already done the efficiency runs, and the results are insane. So let's do the 0 to 60 runs, and then I will show you all of the differences that these wheels made to my Model 3. The other thing I'm going to tell you is the comfort. The comfort in my Model 3 Performance has never been a complaint for me, but now you just have the ultimate vehicle because it has an adaptive suspension. For the performance model, when you have the ride and handling in standard mode as opposed to sport, I feel that standard mode is actually softer in the performance than the other Model 3s, than the entry-level Model 3, all-wheel drive Model 3, whatever. I actually feel the suspension, this is softer, and then especially when you put 18-inch wheels on it, it just eats up bumps even more because I think Tesla erred on the side of let's be a little soft in standard mode. Sport mode's still not that bad. I just think having an adaptive suspension in a Tesla is so key for them. I think they should do that in almost all of their models. So the wheels have added a whole nother level of comfort to the vehicle, and then the efficiency was increased dramatically. And I'm going to show you the 0 to 60 times right now. So the stock wheels had an average time of 3.02 seconds to 60, but with the Atomic Wheels and Sailun all-season tires, we got 2.96, 2.97, and 3.01 seconds to 60, which is a 2% improvement, averaging 2.98 seconds to 60. The other thing we need to talk about is the weight of the wheels. So I was able to weigh the rims and tires with them mounted. The stock front wheels on the Model 3 Performance with tires weigh 48 pounds. The Atomic wheels with the Sailun tires weigh 43 pounds. So there's at least a 5-pound weight savings at each corner of your vehicle. I didn't weigh the rear wheels on the Model 3. Those weigh even more. So you're saving at least 20 pounds by switching to this wheel setup. So that should lead to more efficiency. Now what you all came for, and that is the range that was added to the vehicle by switching out these wheels and tires. The stock wheels gave us 5.45 kilowatt hours used, which is an average watt hour per mile of 263.6.
and the usable pack size we're going with is 79.2 kilowatt hours. Now with the atomic wheels and the Sailun all-season tires, our average kilowatt hours used was 4.8, which is a 12% improvement, or average watt hours per mile of 232.3. And that equates to 340 miles of range if you're going 70 miles per hour in a Model 3 Performance and you drained the battery from 100 to 0. So just by switching out to a smaller diameter forged wheel and putting on an all-season Sailun tire, we got a 2% improvement in acceleration and a 12% improvement in range, almost 40 miles of range added. So now we have the range of a long-range model and the acceleration of a performance model with more comfort, in my opinion, than the long-range model.
All right, come look.
Oh, not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Really?
I mean, would I pick it? No.
Right.
But it's not bad. It kind of reminds me of Iron Man.
Right, yeah, this is Iron Man.
This is Iron Man.
Okay. So approved?
Yeah.
Wife
Yeah.
approved.
Yeah. Yeah.
Atomic Wheels, thank you for sponsoring this video. Sailun, thank you for sending me the tires. Everything will be linked below, and be sure to enter for the giveaway. It's really nice of them to do that. And if you want to see more accessories for this Model 3 Performance, click this video right here. I just showed 25 accessories that could be useful for your Model 3 or Y.